In behalf of the Pueblo Culture Center, again, we certainly do appreciate everyone that has come out for today's honoring of all veterans, and again, a society that you are witnessing right now that originated among the Kiowa people but has been shared throughout North America. The Gourd dance has also been introduced up into the northern reaches of Canada, out to the east coast, and not many tribes have inquired and asked about membership. And again, we have a few of the Kiowa people here, with Mr. Woody Tepro and Mr. Thomas Waterbird, that some of you might inquire as to what it takes to become a member of the society. Years ago, it was a society of warriors, the Rough Riders, and over the years, again, many of the distinguished leadership among our people became a part of this circle. So today, again, we honor veterans, but again, also all of our distinguished leadership among our people. To be a warrior, again, is very honored, very proud, and a lot of what we do in our culture is based on, again, the earning of many of the rights and some of those that even went into battle to take coup. For many of us that are part of what we call the Hedushka, way of life, find that, again, it's indeed a great honor when given tobacco at times to come forth and speak about the lessons of war, the lessons that we learned in combat, and a lot of the songs that you hear, again, pay that special tribute to their honoring, their bravery. Upon the return of many of our warriors, they would stop at times at the edge of the village. As they came into the village, songs were composed in their honor. They would put their war amulets, their war trophies on, the scalps that they had taken in battle. And as they came into the center of the village, again, honors, rights were passed on to many of our younger generation, many of our women relatives. So again, today, we honor our veterans in a special way, those of the past, and again, most importantly, those of the future and the present. So we're very honored again to have Mr. Thomas Spotterbird serving as our head Gourd dancer. When I was asked about the Gourd dance and what it means, especially to the media, again, the Pueblo Culture Center wanted to institute again a way that goes back to the origins of a lot of the dances you're witnessing, and they said that we needed a gentleman from the Kiowa Nation. So again, Mr. Spotted Bird, a gentleman, well-known string dancer, and just recently had a major powwow down in El Paso, and do appreciate the honor in going down and being a part of that. So again, we're certainly appreciative of again, Mr. Thomas Spotted Bird serving as our head Gourd dancer. At this time, as I was saying, there are certain initiation rites that are involved around the background of this dance, and I felt it important again that we invite our brothers from Oklahoma, from the Kiowa Nation, to again bring forth a lot of the origins, the stories, and again I kind of touched lightly about it, alluded to a little of the origin story, but explain more and more as we go into it in detail. So at this time, I'd like to introduce a gentleman, very well respected, especially in Oklahoma, but resides here in the Albuquerque area, to express himself in a good way. So I'd like to introduce at this time Mr. Woody Tepro.
Oh, thank you. My name is Woody Tepto, Kiowa, Oklahoma. And I can remember back in the 1950s in Oklahoma, in Anadarko, Oklahoma, at the American Indian Exposition, when they brought back this dance, the Gourd dance, time ago. There was elderly men of the tribe that remembered these songs. They got together and they brought it out, and it was really something to see. A lot of the old people were just in tears because they hadn't heard them songs. They just knew long ago, but they never saw it. Anyway, these songs that they sing, they go way back, the 1800s. Gourd clan is a warrior society. Well, the Kiowas, they were like home security. Like the police took care of the camp. And they had their own songs, their own dances. And then they'd go out and fight the enemy at different times. But the way my brother Tommy's dressed here, wearing leggings and everything, can you imagine almost 200 guys, dancers dressed the way Tommy's dressed? That's what we have in Oklahoma when we have our Kiowa Gourd clan celebration, Carnegie, Oklahoma, 4th of July. And there's just, the arena's just full of Gourd clan members. And like Boyd said, this dance has spread. It's spread from that to what the Kiowas do. Kiowas like originated, started with them. And you'll notice when we first started, the first song they sang, we didn't get up and dance. They sang the song. That's a get ready song. And then we didn't start until they hit the drum. And then everybody got up and danced. But that's the way the Kiowa tradition. That's the way we do it back home. And I was talking about all these dancers over there. We have camps. There's teepees, camps all around where we gather. And we have it. It's not anything to do with 4th of July or anything. But that's when we had our last Sundance, about that time of year. So that's when all the bands of the Kiowas came together, and they had a big Sundance. And then the Gourd dance was part of that celebration. And since this dance has been brought out here, when we first came from Oklahoma, Ralph Zotai was here, and he was really instrumental in all these singers learning all these songs. And my son sings. He sings at the drum. He has his own group. And in fact, Bernard Grant, that's his grandpa. He always supports him and sings with him. But today, in his work, I guess he couldn't get away. Otherwise, I know he'd be here. It's good to see all you people here. And like they always say back home, when you get together, you should enjoy yourself. They call it dance. That makes you feel good. When you come in and you're not feeling so hot, and you start hearing these songs, dancing. Pretty soon you don't feel so low down. You feel good. Home time, they call it. Feel good dance. I better quit now. If my wife was here, she'd go on me and pull me out.
At this time, I had a couple of acknowledgments that I wanted to make. Over the last 5 years, upon my return back here to New Mexico, kind of restored a lot of my old friendships and kinships back to the 1960s when I was up at the Art Institute. I met a couple of individuals I haven't seen in over 40 years. But upon my return, I had a number of celebrations, and recently I was asked to assist with the United Naval Council and Mr. Leonard in City, wherever he is. Thank you, and in return, we always like to give back to the circle. But as part of our way here in the world of Hazushka, the world of honoring, I've always been very appreciative and very thankful to, again, Miss Debbie Sosi, a young lady that works with the National Indian Youth Council. They have been supporting me over the last couple of years and a lot of the functions that I've put together, and certainly in return appreciate her coming out. So I asked her to come out and express herself in her own way. And the National Indian Youth Council, I'm sure many of you recall, we go back to the 1960s, and Mr. Gerald Wilkinson, a longtime friend of mine that I knew back in the 1960s, early 70s. We think back to an era, Sam Deloria, Sam English, a lot of the individual. Gerald Wilkinson was, again, quite instrumental in, again, standing up for our people. Mr. Reuben Snake was another individual that was residing here in the Albuquerque area, but I certainly am appreciative that NIYC came out and supported us over the last couple of days, and especially this event that we're hosting today. So this time I kind of wanted her to say a few words. I'd like to introduce Miss Debbie Sosi, a champion dancer, incidentally, a jingle dress dancer, and certainly appreciate her coming out. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Miss Debbie Sosi.
Thank you, Boy. Appreciate that. Good afternoon. Yat a bine or is it in the all yet? Yat almost what she Debbie Sosi and she not being shown on the special touch in the bashin Habaha da she could cheat the shanala. Could son nashna auto manashna dog auto. Yeah, almost one. The Hassel Haigi veterans, but it's for our recognition and honor and appreciation and remembrance for our veterans here this day. And the Gourd dance is something that is very prominent within the powwow circle as well. Something we start off the powwows with, and something that we pay homage and respect to our veterans of all branches. And once again, my name is Debbie Sosi. I'm with the National Indian Youth Council here in Albuquerque, our main office. I'm the office manager, and I'll have our executive director, Ms. Melissa Wasney, introduce herself as well. But we're very glad to be a part of all the events, helping out Boy with the New Mexico State Fair Indian Village, and then also being a part of volunteering here today. And I'll go a little bit more into the program. Let me have her introduce herself.
Good afternoon. Melissa Wasani, and it's an honor to be here among all of you, among the veterans, with humbleness and with gratitude for all the sacrifices and the services made to protect our land or resources, because the land and the water is really important to us Native Americans. So with the National Indian Youth Council, we've been continue to work, and it's been in existence since the 1960. And we have field offices in Gallup and Farmington as well. And we provide employment and training services, and we advocate on behalf of Native Americans for voting, for education, for employment, for youth service, and for youth groups. And we're forming a youth council right now. So if you have any youth and that would like to sign up for our youth council, then we will start doing that pretty soon. And then also, I just want to say thank you to Debbie as well for participating and for being here. And I'm so sorry, I have a cold, my voice is about to go out. So I just like to say thank you, and come and visit us. We are the National Indian Youth Council, so come and visit us. We're located downtown by Presbyterian Hospital. So I will give it back to Debbie, and she'll go into more detail. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Melissa. We are the National Indian Youth Council. We're located at 318 Elm Street here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We also have an office in Farmington and in Gallup. So if you have any friends, loved ones, relatives, neighbors, individuals, Native Americans who are 18 years of age and older who live in these communities, we are more than happy to service our Native American youth and those 18 years of age and older who are looking for employment, job training. Even with classroom training, we help our main office is our number is 505-247-2251. You can also look us up on the web, and we are on Facebook. So please refer those to the National Indian Youth Council. And once again, thank you very much. Thank you for your services to our country. Thank you for the sacrifice that you have done for our people, not only the Native American people, but for our children as well and our future grandchildren. We appreciate that from the bottom of our hearts. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, Mr. Ron Two Feathers is honoring again NIYC with a couple of plaques, and again in return is showing appreciation for their support and this year's honoring of our veterans. So again, we certainly do appreciate Mr. Ron Two Feathers, the artist, and again we'll be awarding some of these plaques throughout the afternoon. Whenever you're ready, we're going to go to our next round of Gourd dancers. So again, Gourd dancers just arriving. Yeah, well, we still got a few more hours, so we do invite you to come on out. I believe we have a special request, a ceremony that will be coming up on our next break, followed by our giveaway. So at this time, we're going to turn it around over to Bernard and again Southern Mix, Southern Red, Southern Slam. Oh, they are all here today. Welcome again, welcome all Gourd dancers. Hookah.